Welcome to Moran's Ranch, no advice on finance. Spin the wheel and take a chance. Get an NFT and a little education. The system got undertow, that knowledge is flotation. You wanna learn? Well, you came to right place. You pumping AMC, might get slapped in the face. Get your due diligence, know who the villain is. Don't be a sheep when the shepherd's carnivorous. So come learn, laugh, and maybe you win big. And listen up, y'all, the wheel is not rigged. Everybody get a chance in the live chat. Kyoto spin wheel, you win just like that. Retail fight back and this retail winning. Y'all just wait, man, this is just the beginning. All fellow simians, GME group singing the truth. We just chilling, infinity pool swimming. So welcome to Moran's Ranch. A lot of knowledge but no advice on finance. Don't even need pants, you can tune in naked like Kenny the Mayo Man. Internet's most hated. Don't wanna lose your money, then it's time for you to listen. If you're ignorant, invest in AMC, a superstition. The stream about ready, they told us to don't dance. I do what I want. Welcome to Moran's Ranch. 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 Welcome to Moran's Ranch.
You know what it is. And then my AC goes off and everything's all loud in here and we're good. But life's good. Life's good. I don't even care. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back to Moran's Rants. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. Shout out to my boy Stacks. Says he's finally playing me on the job site again. I feel like I'm back, like we're back on prom night, bro. I'm a little nervous. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to make you feel right. Is Morantz the world's greatest investor? I might be, Ben. I might be, just so that we're clear. I do post my position right behind me. If you want to reverse yesterday's live stream versus today's, you will see an increase, whatever you see, but it's a friendly increase. I actually had to sell off some Costco shares, give the wife her money, feel good about what I do for the month and for the year and whatever I have going forward. But I bit off what I could chew, just enough. I'm like a 10% type of guy. Like whatever I'm doing for the day, here's 10%. But I didn't like the number that I ended with. I started the show right now. I had $36,666, whatever it was. I don't like the 666, so I had to go buy 334. I mean, didn't even care. I'll show you the receipts. You guys know the way we do this. But if you don't have warrants, well, what are we talking about? You know, when I first started YouTube, guys, 4.5 years ago, when I first started making videos about the market and about GameStop, the whole idea behind GameStop, I didn't want to talk to you unless you had shares. And unless you could show me that you had votes, because we actually had a proxy vote back then at the annual shareholders meeting. And I go, unless you have votes, unless you can vote on this investment, I don't want to talk to you. It means I don't want to talk to options traders. I don't want to talk to day traders. I don't want to talk to swing traders. I want to talk to investors. That's who I have the whole channel for. We're investors. You like GameStop? Good. Me too. I don't care about the warrants, guys. I know people are getting lost in the commotion with the warrants. Guys, I look at the warrants. They're worth about $400 for me right now. I have like 137. And if they were worth a little more, I'd probably sell them. I probably would. I don't even care. Get this shit out of my way. I want 23.92. Remember how we were talking about risk versus reward yesterday? And I was giving the guy a hard time because he didn't know math. Listen, I got you, bro. You don't know math, and maybe, there's a good investment there for warrants for a lot of people. A lot of people are going to make crazy jack. I promise you they are. And if you don't know what jack is, that means cheese, baby. That means money. So they're going to make a lot of money. Okay? When this price goes up, warrants are going to go up in value. The price could start creeping to 25, 26. Warrants are going up in value. Remember this, and it's going to happen. Just wait. There's an earnings report coming out in December. You just wait. There might be some announcements from here to there. You wait. Maybe you got 13 months. You got 13 months. You know what's the 13th month do for you? Think about this. Did you even think about that? You were serious about that? I watch a lot of my cousin Vinny. I apologize. But listen, guys, think about this. Ryan Cohen, they go, why didn't you give him 13 months? The chair. I'm trying to move the chair. There we go. Okay, I'm good. All right. So why did Ryan... Can I lean? I'm trying to get right, guys. Damn, my ass is fat. Hold on. Don't worry. I know, Tony. Get excited. Anyway, I just want to get comfortable. Okay, so check this out. I'm redoing the whole studio coming up this weekend, I believe, because it's time to repair the roof. I've done everything I can around this house. I've dug up the sprinklers. We got to do the new pumps. We're doing that this afternoon. I've got a huge business meeting at 1:30. I got to leave in about an hour from here. I don't have to leave for an hour, but I've got to start getting ready in an hour. That's why I'm always an hour early. So rain or shine. That means if I can walk there, remember, the distance it takes to walk somewhere, that's how long I leave before it's due. Why? Because if my vehicle were to break down, I can park it on the side of the road and I can start walking. There is no excuse to be late to anything. That's how crazy I am about shit. So I'm like, okay, I got you. I can walk there. Whatever. Anyway, oh, man, repair the roof. Listen, guys. I can't get over this price. I'm trying to right now, and I just can't. I lose all train of thought. I'm like, yo, $23.93. This is crazy talk, right? No, but listen. The reason why Ryan gave you 13 months is because warrants, if you think about it, the value to sell them and or exit, whatever it may be, once you do that, are these short-term gains or are these long-term gains? There are capital gains tax involved. If I sell the warrants right now, yeah, then it's a short, right? I just have for this time, and I get taxed like 40% if I'm gonna cash out on some earnings over $66,000 a year. Who gives a shit? Whatever it is, right? Maybe it's better for him personally. Okay, so maybe he's gonna hang on to warrants for a minute. Maybe he's gonna hang on for a whole year. But after 12 months, what do they become, guys? Long, right? Anything you do is long. So I'm just saying, maybe that's the 13-month mystery. I don't know. Hold on. Oh, water's so good. Guys, I have a huge problem right now. I'm just going to warn you now. We're going to talk about GameStop. We're going to talk about warrants. We're going to talk about this market. We're going to talk about circular finance. We're going to talk about the damn California governor race that I'm sick of. Well, I'm also going to remind you of one meme stock that I followed a rabbit hole. I followed it, and I found it, and I go, oh, you said I found. See, I knew it was shaking. That was my Zelda game. Hold on. AKA Link. You guys got one of these? You guys got one of these from back in the day? Bro, there's ones that are not gold. You know that, right? You can buy the ones that are not gold, and they're worth like $40. I wonder what the gold one's worth. We'll never know. We'll never know. Because it's not for sale. It is not for sale. Oh, just like this damn Pokemon card right here. This little card right here. This little bad boy. PSA 10 EV card worth $300. Oh, it's one of mine. Dad's going to the vault. The vault of my lockup. This is shit I'm never giving away, people. Never giving away. Oh, I got one up there posted right up there. I got some shit posted. These ones I'm giving. I'm actually giving these away. I'm giving this one away for sure. Ariana. Never met an Ariana that I had to keep. So there you go. It's PSA 9, ultra rare. I'm going to give, I actually got this in a pack myself. I don't know if I want to give it away. It's a PSA 9. It's worth a couple $100, but you know what? I might save it. I might save it for my grandkids or something. I don't have any grandkids yet, but look at that bad boy. This one's saving for the grandkids right here, the Black Star EV promo. Oh, whenever you get an SPX. You ever bought an SPX? They're hard to find, and they're like $300. So I'll keep that. I might keep those. I don't know. We'll see what we give away. We're getting ready. Anyway, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this shit I uncovered. I actually uncovered something. That was really crazy. Because I was having a conversation yesterday with Jay. And there's so many J's in this show. There's Stacks. There's a J. There's Jay. There's Jay Kerwin. And there's Jay, man. What's up, man? I'm just kidding with you. There's a lot of J's, but there's a lot of other letters. Okay, everybody's here. I was gonna say something that I can't say, but I had to stop it. I had to in the middle of me saying, I was gonna. They're like, we're gonna take away the emoji juice box. I was like, you are? What does juice box stand for? You don't know what juice stands for? I was like, no. You're not allowed to say these things. I guess the algorithm is looking for you. Okay, TikTok algorithms. Oh, guys, I post videos. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Every video is about religion right now on TikTok. It's like they're pushing out an agenda. I'm ready to fight them all. But hey, I'm about investing. And it's going pretty good. I don't know if you guys know about the investment called GameStop. Check out the chart right now. Here's the chart on GameStop, guys, all the way down to the ground. Oh, my God. Long weekend, too, guys. By the way, Columbus Day. Why are we celebrating Columbus? I'm going to call it Charlie Kirk Day. That's what I'm going to call it on the 14th. But hey, so on Monday, the market will be closed. And here's GameStop at $23.95 all the way down to the ground. Bitcoin to the ground. The SPY selling off. Hey, you guys want to know the truth? It was like, I was watching some media stuff yesterday about the markets, and they were finally talking about circular finance. Finally talking about round tripping. And they're trying to be nice about it. Well, And I'm just like, well, Can I give you guys a On Monday, AMD and OpenAI announced a partnership that I said didn't make sense. I said, well, that's cool, but where does OpenAI get its money from to go ahead and buy 10% AMD? And I'm like, there's no way OpenAI can buy AMD. And then AMD's price skyrockets on Monday, like it had a damn short squeeze. And I was like, what's going on here? All the volatility in the world's going back into AMD. And I'm like, well, is that the last pump? Is that the last frontier? Is that the last stock to get pumped? Because the next day, Oracle comes out with an article, and Oracle says, We made $100 million less margin. And you're like, $100 million less margin? Maybe there's not as much demand for these data centers, right? Did you think that the 30 analysts that reconfigured for AMD, I'm talking about 30 analysts, gave it a new price target as of Monday. Do you think they lowered their price target Tuesday? Do you think so? I'm going to tell you what happened, okay? I'm going to tell you what happened in this world because I've seen it happen too many times. I was watching a video on TikTok. It was wild. It was a cop. The cop rolled up on some dude in Florida at a gas station. And the dude had the pump, the nozzle, holding it out and was at the window, showing it to the window like, turn it on. The cop saw him from the back. The cop came around saying, freeze, put your hands up. What do you got in your hand? He's like, I got a fucking nozzle, bro. What's your problem? He's like, I don't have anything. Is that a gun? He goes, no, it's a gun nozzle. And the cop, when he found out he was wrong, the cop goes, you do realize that to the traffic, it looked like a gun. Why are you holding it like a gun? And he just kept going with it. He didn't even apologize. He escalated the whole issue. Like, you guys want to know something about relationships, about your job, about life, about investing, about any situation. Just say you're sorry. Just come out and go, oh, my bad. Sorry about that. It'll blow your mind. All the stress in the world goes away. Nobody bothers you. Hey, you made a mistake. It's really simple. And I don't understand. I keep looking at this market. These guys made a mistake and they refuse to apologize. Oh, man. We were overzealous. We just got too excited about that pledge of $100 billion from OpenAI to NVIDIA, and NVIDIA to Oracle, and to Oracle back to OpenAI, and then Oracle back into CoreWeave. And we were just overzealous. We were just pricing it out wrong. We're sorry, fellas. We got confused with the origin story. No one's willing to say they're sorry. No one. They don't want to admit they're wrong. And that's the problem with our society today. I was at a Little League baseball game last night. I had on my headphones. I didn't care to hear the parents cheer or get mad at the umpire who's there volunteering his time. I didn't care about any of it. I was there to watch my nephew, but I was listening to the Dodger game on the radio, in my ears. Dodgers getting smoked 8-1 in the ninth. My nephew goes and catch this foul ball. It's on the line. He's up there like this. He puts his glove out. Boom. Ball hits his glove, hits the ground in foul territory. And the ump goes, fair ball. We all look at each other. We're like, what? What? I look over at the ump. I'm like, yo, you got a kid on the other team? What's going on here? Mind you, these guys are 8 years old. No one's getting paid. It doesn't matter. Honestly, guys, when it comes to coaching sports, I always say the outcome is irrelevant. The experience and that you have in it is great. You know what? Years from now, you're going to remember the time the guy called it wrong or whatever. Maybe it doesn't matter. It has no effect on you. You're not going to win an award. You're not going to get – it's not life or death. You're not going to eat off that info. Okay? So I'm standing there mind blown at parents going wire. I'm like, are you guys serious right now? So first the coach comes out. The coach is like, time. He walks over to the ump. Ump, did you see that? They said it was foul. We knew it was foul. You're the only one calling it fair. Hey, getting into him, bro. And they're winning the game. He's still mad about this call. And I'm just watching. So the ump goes, hey, man, you're ejected. And if you guys keep this up, we'll end the game right now as a forfeit. Now I'm like, yeah, this guy definitely has a kid on the other team. It's got to be. So the coach gets ejected. Ump gets back behind the plate. The second coach comes up, who's about to be the new head coach of the team. He's going over to third base. He's third base coach, but he's also now the coach, the new coach, the new manager of the team. And the manager goes, and he walks by the ump and he goes, so it's going to be like that today? And the ump goes, you're gone too. And they go, oh, shit. Don't let another guy get ejected, bros. I'm going to start coaching. Shit, I'm the only guy here. What the hell's going on? I was nervous. I was like, please stop, guys. Stop getting ejected. for arguing a foul ball. Like, come on, you're winning the game. Who cares? 2 ejections. And then I started thinking, I started looking at the ump, and I'm just thinking to myself, I go, hey, ump, it's okay to make a mistake, man. You know, you can say you're sorry. You just be like, oh, my bad, guys. I got that one wrong. That's my fault. Nope. That's not his position. His position is to make a call, and whether it's right or wrong, have conviction, be stubborn. Okay. Later on, this is going to blow your mind, guys, just so you know about last night. It was so crazy, I called my wife. She was at work. She was getting off of work. She was cooking dinner. And I said, Mama, you missed the game. She's like, what do you mean? Who cares? It's a damn Little League game. It's 8-1. No, I go, no, that was the real score of the Dodgers. Not these Dodgers. This is Dodgers versus the Reds right here. This score's 9-8. This is a 1-run game. And she's like, well, what did I miss? I go, well, first, the 2 guys got ejected. And now they're lining up. They go, game, right? It's game. They line up in line to give handshakes and high fives for good game. And this umpire goes, hey, guys, get back in the dugouts. The game's not over. They still get another chance to win the game. Oh, my God. You guys, it was a riot. There was people coming up out of the stands. They were like, hey, what are you doing? He's like, the rule is the games are supposed to last this long, no matter who's up to bat. The game's called after an hour 45, whatever the hell he said. And everybody's like, is this real? Is this real? And so he goes, yo, we still got 10 more minutes to play. They still have a chance to go ahead and get the go-ahead run. And I'm just like, yo, bro, you got family on this team. Like, I know it, right? I'm just like, whatever. And so I tell the coach, because the coaches that are left, I go, hey, coach, do me a favor. Tell your pitcher to stretch. He's like, what do you mean? Tell him to stretch. Take a timeout. Throw to first. Throw to second. Don't throw it to the home plate. Don't throw one pitch to home plate for 10 minutes. He said 10 minutes. We're all going to count it, bro. And I'm the instigator now. Now I'm back there like this. I'm like, oh, I got you, bro. Oh, God. This ump, man. He tied the game. He tied the game. And they tied the game. It was 9-9 score, tie. But it made me think about this investment so much, guys. Every lesson in life makes me think about this moment. Whether it's a cop who's an unruly cop who doesn't know how to admit defeat and tell you he's sorry. It's this ump right here who doesn't know how to say he got a call wrong. A lot of this happens in life. And in this case, in the stock market, it happened for GameStop. So many people have called it wrong. So many people were to crumble. So many people, even now, are not admitting defeat. But I've seen stocks be deployed against us. I've seen pump and dumps like you've never seen in your life. And I've always tried to figure out who is on the other side of the pump and dumps. So when you see him, you go, is that private equity? Is that private equity? Well, why? Why is it always a private equity investment? So I figured it out. I figured out another crumb last night after talking with Jay. I was talking with Jay. Jay goes, Marantz. He sent me a message. Jay sends me paragraphs, novels, bro. Always triggering my brain, and I'm like, okay, bro, I hear you. And I know he probably thinks I don't read them or that I don't care because I don't reply back. I'm driving, I'm working, I'm grinding. I'm always doing something. You guys send me messages, I read them, I promise. It's not that I don't. Just keep sending messages. Trove does the same thing. Trove sends me like whole on ass. Bro, Trove sends me 20-minute videos, private, of him just talking. I watch the whole damn thing. I don't say much after. He talked the whole time. I talked the whole time. But I still listen, right? So he said, hey, Marantz, do you remember that investment called HKD? And I was like, yeah, I remember HKD. I really do. If you guys don't remember it, I'll show you it. I wonder if I could find it. HKD. It's called ATMD Digital. Okay. So this is really weird. It was just something I thought we should all review back and look at. So this is their chart, okay? And they went public via whatever. Who cares? When they went public, the stock is now at $1.76, okay? They went public in 2022. And I was like, yo, that's a triggered short squeeze. The valuation was comparable to $2,555. So to go public, initial IPO is $12.05. Short squeezes all the way to 2,555 in 2022. This really happened, guys. They had a market cap of like $300 billion. All happened. They blamed it on Reddit. I don't know if you guys remember this. I was like, bro, you guys got to be bullshitting me, bro. Who is this company? What is this criminal shit? What's going on? So finally, I started doing homework last night because, I never really cared back when it was happening. Guys, back then when all this stuff was going on with stocks, I wasn't doing connect the dots. I didn't even know about how I wanted to approach it. I remember HKD around August 2022 and went to 1,700 or 2,000. Yes. Okay. Do you want to know who owns that company? It blow your mind. It's about to connect. Connect the dots, bro. Ah! Never mind my personal position there. I thought this was a pretty cool thing. Let me refresh it really quick. So last year, this same position I have today, that last year, being in GameStop, my account was worth $17,855 cash money. $17,855 in 1 year. From then till now, I'm up almost $20,000, and it would have been $20,000 right there just as of October 1st. But as of now, with this low, boom. So in the 1 year mark, just so that we're clear, I have 19%, 19.07%. I'm beating out the S&P 500, Mr. 18.97%. Yes, beating out the S&P. Blows people's mind. GameStop, and I only own GameStop, is beating out the S&P 500 in the last year. People don't tell you that. When you go to the position itself, I'm currently sitting on 1,514 shares for $24,000 or $24.43 a share, $37,000. But no matter how much you buy, like today, for example, no matter how much you buy, okay, all the totals, it doesn't matter. Let's say 3,500, whatever it may be. It only lowers my cost average 2 cents. 2 cents. I went from 46 or 3 cents. I went from 46 to 43. So it doesn't matter. Paid the wife, sold some Costco shares, and now I'm in front of you. And I'm trying to live this life right. I'm trying to park the money where I need to and still pay bills and still live. And it's very scary. Everything's uncertain. That's life. If you're looking for stability and security, then you shouldn't live in America, where life is tough and everything can change at any moment. But I want to show you guys something, okay? So there's this company right here. It's called the Generation Essentials Group, GEG, and Black Spade Acquisition Corp, which is going to be a SPAC, if you're familiar. And this company, TGE, has some people in a picture, right? So here's a picture. And this dude looked different than the rest because I'm like, yo, it's not that he's Asian or that he looks young to me. He looked young. And I was like, yo, that's crazy. Like, who is this guy? So I had to go in and find him. It's Lawrence Ho. Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas. So let me show you Lawrence Ho for a minute, okay? Lawrence Ho is very young, born in 1977. I say young, that's my wife. That's when she was born, 1977. And he's from Canada. He's from Toronto, educated in Canada, graduated in Canada. His dad is a legendary Stanley Ho. Now, Stanley Ho is the triads. Stanley Ho owns all the casinos in the East, and they own a monopoly of casinos, right? And I'm talking about crazy shit. These guys are billionaires and a half. The dad had like 7 wives and 17 children, and this guy's one of the younger little kids there, but he became a billionaire. He's worth $2 billion, $3 billion. His sister's worth more, his older sister, and his mom. Mom's worth a lot of money too, because she got the whole thing. The dad, when he died, he was 98 years old. But they own this thing called the Melco Resorts and Entertainment. So it's right here. Melco Crown Entertainment This is international stuff. This is headquarters are in Hong Kong. I know nothing about this stuff. Okay, I don't even know what Macau is. It Macau? How do you say it? Macau in China. I don't even know what it is. But it was weird because in 2004 he partnered up with James Packer. And if you guys don't know who James Packer is the guy I talked about before from the Rat Pack, and he was partnered up with on the Rat Pack. There was the other guy from the administration, Stephen. What's his name, man? I don't even have it up on the screen right now. I should have it, but we can get there. Let's go to the Rat Pack Company, something like that. Rat Pack Entertainment. There we go. So, Rat Pack Entertainment was Steve Munchin. There we go. Dune Entertainment with the was company and founded by Steven Munchin. Okay, so this is who this guy is partnered up with. This Ho guy, right? So if you can see here, he was actually bought out and he partnered up for Crown Limited. It's called Crown Limited. Okay, and the Melco Crown Entertainment, the resorts in 2004 was founded in 2004. So when you see here that they were partnered up with James Packer, you go, okay, so that makes sense. That makes sense. The crew, private equity, they're all here. They're doing investments. This is Blackstone, just so that we're clear. And I'll make it very clear to you guys, there's no way that it's not Blackstone, right? Like the Marines, you got it wrong. It says it right here. Melco Resorts sold the entirety stake of Crown Resorts to Blackstone during the pandemic, right? It's when casinos were shut down. You couldn't even walk into them. Blackstone came in and swept up the floor. But this is private equity. I just want you to know that's who this is. So you've seen the partnerships. You've seen the connections. That's Stanley Ho. That's his dad, right? So this crew here, these investment guys, the Generational Essentials and Black Spade, they all have partnerships. And even the people on the board of directors, I had to go look at them. Like to go look right here. This is the Black Spade and all these guys, right? The Generation Essential people. And if you look in here, you'll see chairman of the board of directors for Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings. So you see guys who are actually controlling private equity companies like that, and they're on the board of directors here. Okay, and when you see them all, they're all the same guys. And they try to give them like Mr. Lawrence Ho. They try to tell you he's so amazing. He's this that guys. He's 48 years old. 20 years ago, he was 28 years old. And he was running Black Spade. He was running Melcor International Development. My point is he was in his 20s and he was running billion-dollar organizations because his dad was the guy. And if you guys don't believe that these guys were shut down because of the triad stuff, go look it up. Go read about it. They were shut down because of illegal practices. And these are the guys who actually took the portion of it, right? But here's what I'm telling you. When you look up the Essentials group and you look up all the people, all the board of directors, you get to read them all, you go through everything, you find out right here, after this acquisition and partnership and the photo, Lawrence Ho is actually part of the Milken Institute, where he's been a speaker. What does that tell you about private equity, Milken Institute? But ATMD, just so that we're close, Digital, that company, had a market cap of $300 billion on that squeeze when they first IPO'd. Somebody used this as a pump and dump for whatever reason and pumped out all liquidity they could in 2022. And they'll blame it, and they even say it in here. Wall Street bets, the phenomenon is drawn comparisons to the GameStop short squeeze. Really? You don't see any movies about it. You don't see mass manipulation or anybody talking about it. No one's talking about what happened during that summer of 2022. Nobody talks about it. I'm like, what in the hell is going on? So when you go to this company, AMTD Idea Group, AMTD Digital, TGE, announced a long-term commitment from their key executives. Now, as you see, they're all one company under one roof. And what did they do? This move signifies that, moreover, all executive officers and management key operations and subsidiaries have undertaken not to sell any equity securities they own. They are refusing to sell any shares to the open market. They have made this pledge as of this year, August 20th, just 2 months ago. And you ask yourself why they're not going to sell or what they're all about. Like, why does this even matter? James Packer, I have a whole different deal with him. And so, read right here. Watch this. James Packer appeared before the inquiry from the Crown. And if you look here, continued commercial relationships and junket operations who had links to triads. Okay, that's because they own this Crown. The Blackstone Group acquired Crown Resorts for $8.9 billion, so they overpaid for it. And they gave James Packer a cut. He received $3.36 million. You understand what other investments he's done? The Rat Pack Entertainment, Dune Education, Dune Films, the Planet of the Apes film, all these other films that are in the category in the whole catalog. Lionsgate, that whole relationship. Go look at Paramount right now. They just announced yesterday they're doing a deal. Remember, they just got bought out. The deal merger just went through, and Paramount's already pairing up with Apollo Global Management and Lionsgate and that whole crew. So get ready for more connections via private equity. And yes, the Rat Pack. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you guys how this all connects. And when you look at power, just think about this, okay? When people tell me it's not private equity pumping markets and ideas, read it right here, plain and simple. In 2022, I'll let you know what happened in 2022. You had this spike here, and then you had NVIDIA happen. Following the sale of his $3.3 billion stake in Crown Resorts, Packer sought to simplify his investment portfolio, and he walked over to big tech and AI. As of June 30th, 2024, Packer holds almost $500 million of NVIDIA, $452 million of Meta, and $366 million of Taiwan Semiconductor Company, manufacturing company. Okay, listen to me, guys. This is one billionaire, James Packer, who got his money from Blackstone, who overpaid for it, who bought a dead casino during the pandemic, gave this guy billions of dollars. He's so smart. He walks over and buys the three companies that are pumping the market today. Are you paying attention yet? He's not the only one. When I looked at what happened with HKD, and I look at what happens with like this guy, he threatened this man right here. This guy, that's actually not a bad. I mean, Australian businessman Ben Gray, and that's why they did that's why, yeah, whatever. Who cares? This guy used to run Macquarie Capital. Remember we talked about them, private equity, and he funded his own group. I'm paying attention to this group, whole different thing, but it doesn't matter. Pay attention to the story that I'm telling you if you're tracking right now. HKD, Lawrence Ho has investments. People are in it. He has plenty of deals with James Packer and private equity across the board. They're giving him funding. Now they're sitting where they just got pumped and dumped. And now they're allowed to take this money and go invest it elsewhere. And that elsewhere problem, what you saw, is true. You saw James Packer take all his money and pour it into tech. This guy has no history of investing in tech. He has no idea what the fuck he's doing. And yet he just managed to hit it that big, that perfect, at the right time, right at the pump. I don't believe in coincidences. I don't believe that there are people out there that have been in media their whole lives, and in video, in movies, and James Packer comes from the world of print press. He comes from, honestly, like an actual press company. His grandfather, his grandfather, his dad. His dad's a billionaire 10 times over, like six times over. These guys are filthy rich from Australia. And they just happen to go into NVIDIA at the right time, at the right pace. No, I call bullshit. And this is why, because of people like this, because of investments like this, that when this market comes correct, guys, this is why we study, this is why we look at it all. Circular finance is going to be the trigger that ruins this economy, because people are going to find out that there is no GDP growth. When I've said it was B2B, I was not joking. Everything is business to business. You're reliant on companies to spend more money on infrastructure. And at some point, companies stop doing that. That might be when interest rates get so low that they go, you know what? We got to go borrow money to expand our business. Not necessarily give money to this other company who's doing vice versa. Maybe the orders don't go so big. We don't have to keep doing data centers. We built enough. When's enough enough? When's enough infrastructure enough? That, according to Jensen Hung, the demand is through the roof and it's not even possible. Well, good. I'm happy he said that, because this is what I saw. This is what I saw, Jensen Hung. You're worth $4.5 trillion, right? Your company. And here you go. AI, XAI, I don't even know what the hell that is reportedly increasing its funding round to $20 billion, with NVIDIA contributing up to $2 billion in equity. Are you guys listening? They gave $7 billion to CoreWeave, and now they're giving $2 billion to these guys. Hey, guys, they only have $11 billion cash. What the hell are they doing? They own CoreWeave. 91% of their portfolio is CoreWeave. So what the hell are they doing to generate this type of money? Who's giving it to them? And where are they getting it from? Because they're giving it right back. AI plans to use the Colossus 2 data centers. The deal includes $12.5 billion in debt and $7.5 billion in equity. Are we even listening? They're going to be financing. The financing is tied to NVIDIA's GPUs. I don't understand. So you're giving them money. What are they giving you back? I'm missing something. I'm missing part of this trend. You know how transactions usually work? They go, here's the money I give you. Here's the product I get. That's not how this world's working. Everyone's borrowing on borrowed money. I'm going to explain this again to everyone in the world. Everyone borrowed money to expand and grow. They are now giving that money to businesses. Unbelievable. How in the hell are they going to pay back the money they borrowed? Am I missing something? I might be crazy. I might be crazy. Or this is making me crazy. I just connected a dot from HKD all the way through to let you know where that money ends up, and the money ends up in NVIDIA and circular finance. Connect the dots, part 97, I guess. I don't know. Maybe people aren't doing the homework I'm doing. Maybe they're not listening. Maybe they're not. I don't know. Yeah. 2022, the same year that Unity employees stock buyback. I don't know what's going on, bros. Yeah. All right, well, I hope that made sense. If not, debt is good. Debt is good according to businesses, yeah, according to value. You know what's crazy about value and debt? I'm going to show you this company right now, and you're going to be like, I know that company. There you go. Claire's. You guys know Claire's? You ever go to your mall? You ever seen that fixer-upper company called Claire's? Just so we're clear, Claire's went bankrupt in 2008-9 timeframe via Apollo. They had a CEO and chairman of the board at the time. His name was Robert DiNicola. Bobby DiNicola. Not to be confused with Bobby. Hey, Bobby. Anybody seen Bobby? Bobby DiNicola was CEO of GNC. A little pharmaceutical company, a little creatine company. You go to the mall, GNC's everywhere. They're selling vitamins and shit. And you go, wait a minute, GNC still exists? Are they still around? I don't know. What a good business model. You know what happened to GNC? They got eaten alive by Vitamin Shop. Yep. That simple. That simple. They found Vitamin Shoopy. They found other places to get your supplements. And they went bankrupt. You know who bankrupt them? Bobby DiNicola. You know who bankrupt Claire's? Bobby DiNicola. You know who bankrupt Zell's Jewelers? Bobby DiNicola. You know what's crazy for me? Is like, do they just go to the mall and go, you know what? Forever 21, Payless Shoe Store, Lids, Claire's, GNC, GameStop, Macy's, JCPenney, Sears. I mean, everybody? The fuck are we doing? We're just going to bankrupt the whole world. That's what we're going to do. We're private equity. We're going to make it better. Here's how they're going to make it better. You ready for that? And I'm going to make this bigger just so you guys can see it. Okay, let me see what it says here. It says the men behind Lids Turnaround are putting on their thinking caps and they're aptly thinking claw clips. Oh, my bad. Yeah. To revitalize tween trinket store Claire's. Investment firm Ames Watson. I got to go check them out. Ames Watson, whatever the hell their name is. Co-founded by Lawrence Berger and Tom Ripley. announced last month that it purchased Claire's for $140 million after retailer filed for bankruptcy for a second time in August, citing issues like increased competition and lower foot traffic. The firm has become known for turnarounds, acquiring Lids in 2019 and more than doubling the store count and revenue, now at $1.4 billion. So you think doubling the store count and revenue of Lids makes it more valuable? How did you borrow the money and what'd you pay for it? That's all I care about. You can show me increase in revenue. I don't give a shit about revenue. I care about profits. Am I missing something here? You were serious about that? Let me see. Lids? Lids the company, right? The little hat company? Is that a publicly traded company? Am I missing something? I don't even know. But I don't know much. You know, I'm not really educated on these topics. This is all new. I just saw it. I didn't even prepare for this. I just typed this in. Oh, Genesco. In 2019, Genesco had sold. Yeah, of course. Also in 2019, rapper Meek Mill acquired ownership. Oh, God. Hey, Meek Mill, how you doing over there, bro? Hey, Meek Mill. World's worst rapper, bro. He's actually a decent rapper, if you ask me. I told him, make that burrito, bro. He rolled it tight. Look at this, Ames Watson. Who are these guys? Raised $250 billion. And you know what? Sometimes, let's just say there's not I want to make this very clear. Let's just say there's not a Wikipedia for the company. Like, oh man, an easy way to look them up. Okay, so there's not a Wikipedia. So you know what you do? You start doing shit the hard way. You see these guys are partnered up with fans. You see what they've been doing. You read and you read and you read and you go, oh, okay. So they got a $250 million investment. Cool. It's a private loan. Got it. This is what you do. Now you just go get them. Now you just go get these sons of hoes. And let's go see who they are. Fanlids Holdings. So he's from Fans. Okay, cool. Lawrence Berger. Yeah, you look like a guy who can fix up a company, bro. Ugh. And I go all based off of looks, by the way. I look for Blackstreet Capital Holdings. Oh, no. Investment officer. I wonder what Blackstreet is. Blackstreet sounds really promising, to be honest with you. Oh, no. I found it. Right there. Boston Consulting Group. Oh, bro. Dude, you know, it's so elementary. These dudes, man. Like, just be more original, man. You know, we're going to deploy. I got a great idea. Tom Ripley, not to be confused with that guy. I don't want the Ripley series. I want the dude from Fans. Is that what he's from? Fans? Is that what he's from? No, he's from, what was the company called? The company was called Ames. Ames Watson. Randy Watson. Let's go check him out. Operating partner. Oh, yeah, these two knuckleheads. These are the guys, bro? These are the guys? How you guys doing? Hey, are you the two U's? Lids. Sports groups. Oh, yeah. Founder and co-partner. Severin Partners. I'm so sorry. You know, I'm bad at names, bro. Oh, he was a captain in the Marine Corps. Good job, bro. Air Boss Defense. Oh, this seems so real. Like, what are we doing? I'll go some money. We should get together. Yeah, what are we going to do? We're going to bankrupt companies, bro. We're going to make them right. I bet you. How much you guys want to make? Like, is that his own made-up company right there? I hate that whenever they go, oh, I've been a founder and a CEO for 25 years. Okay, boss Blunts, get out of here. No credibility. Just walked into a company. But this guy's funny right here. This is a funny man right here. Look at this. All the broken companies I'm reading. Lids, Lid U, South Moon Under. I don't even know what these are. Flannels, Unrivaled Sportswear. Okay. If that's what you are, I'm really curious about this Blackstreet Capital thing. I'm just curious. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. I gotta get out of here in 20 minutes. I don't even know how I'm gonna get out of here, bro. Because I still got more show to do. And maybe I do a night stream. I don't want to do a night stream. I want to be right here with you guys. Let's check these guys out. I'm just curious where he came from. He spent 12 years there. Oh, yeah. Securities to settle charges, engage in broker activity, and charge fees without registration and broker. Oh, so violations. Violations. That's never good, bro. Murray Gunty. That's not good, bro. Oh, man. Are you Oh, no. Are you serious? Gunty, the founder of Blackstreet, graduated from Harvard. Before founding Blackstreet, Gunty was a general partner at Jacobs Partners LP and partnered with Lazard. And he also worked at Blackstone. No! What are the chances? Connect the dots. Oh, my God. Sorry. I know. Animated for no reason. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I try to go a day without it. There's no dots to connect here. Morantz is crazy. Boss Blunts. Oh, yeah. All I hear is Meek Mill screaming in pain for some reason. Meek Mill. Sears is coming back 2026. That's the latest. You guys are funny, man. It's okay if they don't study. We're all grateful for you, Morantz. Oh, thanks, Todd. What you guys thought I did all night? You guys didn't know I was out here looking for shit? I'm looking for shit in all the wrong places. Looking for shit in too many faces. Sounds terrible. Oh, my God. Oh. True story. I got pulled over today. And you know what? It just ruined my morning. I didn't get a ticket per se. I got a citation. I don't know whatever the difference. It's not points against your record. Let me tell you what happened, okay? True story. JTEX, right? So I'm driving 10 and 2. Phone goes off. Message. Shocker. I get messages all day. I get to the light. When I get to the light, I go down to my cup holder where my phone is, and I look at it, clear out the message. It wasn't important. Of course not. Boom, put it back down. Bloop, bloop. I'm like, what? He's right there. He's right next to me. He pulls up right next to me. He goes, hey, pull over. I said, okay. So then I pull over. He goes, what took you so long to get to this spot? I wanted to be somewhere safe for you, not for me. For you. It's busy. There's a lot of traffic going on. Yeah, but so what's the problem, sir? You got a license and registration? Of course I do. Like I asked, what's the problem? Well, I pulled you over because you're operating your cell phone while you're operating a vehicle. I said, so you pull over everybody who checks their text messages while they drive? I said, because I was at a red light. I waited for the red light. I knew it was a red light and pretty busy, so I reached down, looked at my phone, and put it back. Did I not? He said, it's exactly what you did. It's a $25 fine. Waste my time and your time for $25, bro? You must be hard up on money, bro. I didn't care one bit. Guys, you can't ruin me. I was just like, bro, this boy is a Boy Scout. This dude. Oh, $25. So I put that money and I bought a GameStop share. That's all I did. I didn't care one bit. Got a problem, guys. I got a problem because I'm almost out of time here. Through merger, L&E and SRG bear on me when I come over. Cool. What? I don't understand. Cool. Whatever. You ever get over here, bro? Olga, I'm telling you now, Olga, I don't give a shit if you are German. I don't care what you think this Oktoberfest is all about. You big ass Stein cups. You guys come over with this dark ale, gross ass beer. Listen, I've never tasted a beer I liked. We'll just say that the truth right now. But settle down. Anyway, I'll drink you, bro. Sears is the final chess piece to make Bed Bath & Beyond investors whole. Which ones? There's two different types of Bed Bath & Beyond investors. There's Overstock and Beyond, and then there's that other company that's gone. I don't know what to tell you. We people have QSIP codes. We are openly trading on this market. We are openly traded on this market. Oh, man. I mean, I have a social. And if I'm correct, King Griffin was connected to them. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm a bit behind, but there was a few Chinese stocks that did what HKD did a few months ago. Oh, I don't know. Do you remember them trying to connect King Griffin to that company that was like, I don't know. I don't even. Adam Aaron was on the board of directors. Do you remember that? Like a long time ago. Like he's on the board of directors of some company from the Cayman Islands. He's like, I'm just the board of directors. I don't control the company, and we don't have connection to King Griffin. King Griffin's an investor, yes, but no. And the whole truth, if you actually look into it, is all Apollo. It's all private equity. I already told you, Apollo's been painting this picture of blaming market makers and blaming other people. Just what private equity has done. Private equity owns the media. They fix the story. They mold the story you consume. That's it, guys. Unveil it all. Guys, this is the greatest story ever told. This is the best part to be a part of. Like you guys, one day, I don't know when, GameStop's just gonna fucking go. It's gonna go, and they can't do anything about it. When it gets too big, when it gets too big to contain, and Ryan's working on that. Ryan's gonna work a lifetime on that, but they're out of time. There's a time ticking, bro. 5 years is a long time. 10 years is great. 15, they'll be dead. So unless they have it in their will, do not sell. We'll see what's up. Ranch, you make me want to quit my job. I'm sick of getting 5 requests from 4 different people, all urgent. Oh, bro. Carter, let me tell you, man. The blessings I have today, this type of the life I'm living, is totally different. My wife and I had this conversation this morning. I said, honey, listen, I'm able to pick the kids up, take them back, do everything I got to do. Life is where it's at. I mean, yeah, there's uncertainties and there's scare. You know, you're scared. But for whatever reassurance and safety you're looking for in life, just know that's fleeting. That's fleeting every day because you could die tomorrow. Now we have a whole new set of problems. So it's been said so many times, you only have 2 worries in life. It's your health and being sick. Okay, this is very widely known, guys. I didn't make this up. You have 2 worries in life. Being healthy and being sick. If you're healthy, you have no worries. If you're sick, I have 2 worries in life. Getting healthy or getting worse. If you're getting healthy, you have no worries. If you're getting worse, I have 2 worries in life. What are the 2 worries in life? Living and dying. If you're living, you have no worries in life. If you're dying, you have 2 worries. Heaven and hell. If you're going to heaven, you have no worries in life. If you're going to hell, you have 2 worries. Burnt or crispy. Very simple, guys. Okay? Health is everything. That was the point. Health is wealth. I don't worry about it too much. I can't get caught up in routines. I can't get caught up in what's not being paid and how are we going to make ends meet. That is not my concern. If you slave yourself away to that and it eats you apart, your life will be consumed with the grind. Okay? So our bodies start dying after 20, so we're all kind of dying. Bodies die the minute they're born. The minute you're born, you're dying. Woke pins. Okay? Your time is ticking. The minute you're born. Just remember that. Okay. Thank you guys so much for the show. I do have to get going early, so we're going to run through these headlines pretty quick, okay? Just go with me on all of this. I have a lot to show you. Let's go. ABB. Never heard about it. I just know that Abby is what it sounds like, and that's my daughter's name, so I go in and grab this. Announced a divestment in the robotics division to SoftBank. So, yes, SoftBank's going to go ahead and take in a portion of their company, and they're going to write it off as a discontinued operations. Look out for SoftBank to get some valuation on that announcement. Another announcement. Oh, I did that one yesterday. Why is that still on my panel? Whoa, that's crazy. Crazy. The new one right here. Intel Panther. Now, Intel is set to unveil technical details of its upcoming Panther Lake laptop chip. The first product using the next generation 18A manufacturing process. I don't even care. They expect to come out in 2026. I would assume most of this is priced in, but we'll see how it all works out. Intel trying to win an AI battle. I don't know if it will, but that was there. I'm going to show you some videos because some shit's pissing me off. This is for all my real people that care about stuff that I care about. If you know the way I care about things. Did I say care enough? I hope I do care enough. Right now, let's care about GameStop. GameStop, let's get an update here. Let's look at my orders first. We'll see if that card is done getting graded. Still researched and ID'd. If you did get the message last night from PSA, they actually posted, it's in the Discord too, where they're going to be behind on delivery times and expectations for grading cards. And that's because there's an influx, guys. And it's GameStop. There's no doubt about it. PSA partnered up with GameStop, and GameStop has, over time, over the last year, now that it's been a full fiscal year of cards being graded, GameStop has taken over. There are more cards to get graded via TCG than there would be, or TGC, is that what it's called? Trading card games? Trading card game? TCG? Oh my God, I always get it confused. I don't know why. But there's more cards there. Pokemon cards, Magic cards, Lorcana cards, you have Yu-Gi-Oh cards, all of them are getting graded, and there's a huge backlog, and that's what PSA was saying. So shout out to GameStop for halting traffic is what they're doing. Now, graded cards on the website, we know that there was like 2,300 last month. So far this month, we've been over 3,500, 3,600, and now we're at 3,783. What a great number. The higher we go, the better I feel about it. Pretty cool. Look at this Pikachu 1999 movie promo card, PSA 8. This is a movie promo Pikachu card. What a phenomenal card for $54. You might hold on to that one forever. PSA 8's a good damn thing right here. Oh, man, this is another Pokemon the Game movie, Ancient Mew, for $88 at PSA 8. So these cards are old, guys. 2099. That's a hard card to find. A Dark Charizard 2000 right here. PSA 8. What a good card to handle. But I made a promise and a pledge to you guys. I did get paid yesterday, so guess what we're going to do. But right here is a Donruss Lyle Messi. Look at this. Little Messi. What's up? What's up, Lionel? How you doing? He's okay. But let's get to Power Packs. Let's go. We're going to do one. Not more than one. We're going to do one. You guys know that I'm no longer selling my Power Pack cards. I am keeping them. Apparently, I got to sign in. Ooh, let me see what's going on here. Oh, it signed in without me having to push it. That was crazy. Went to the website and it signed me in without having to push it. Oh, I got an offer on this card? What's the offer? It was $28 last I checked. $28.49. Will not be selling it. This is my card that I'm keeping. Just out of respect. Let's go to the packs, guys. Let's see what we get here. Here's the Power Packs. Killing it. We will be doing a $50 silver pack. That's what we'll be opening today. And wish me the best of luck. We'll see what we get. If it's worth the damn, we'll see what we do. But if it's not, we'll see what we do. We'll see what we do. Period. And that's it. Let's go. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. It's a 9. Surprise box exclusive Eevee Prismatic Evolutions with the stamp on it. This is a 9. I'm going to keep it. Obviously, I told you I would. I'm going to start keeping all these cards. And so I'll wait for it. I'll see you around, millionaires. I'm going to keep that card. Not a problem. There's a card I'm keeping. Okay? Keep all those cards there. Let's go ahead and leave them right there. Should I do... man. We can do some real damage today, guys. We can do some damage. Let me see some gold. Let me see what a gold has. Gold has some crazy cards that I would... Ooh, man. Is there any that I would keep? So I got Moonbreon. I just... Platinum, any cards? All of them. I keep all of them. Oh, man. That Mario one. And then Diamond. Let me see the Diamond. Look at that. A new card for the top. Holy hell. Charizard EX Fire Red Leaf Green PSA 10. That's a promo card, huh? Is it a promo? I don't know. That's a fire-ass card. I know nothing about it. Oh, man. I want to open one. See, I want to open up a diamond pack just to do it, right? But here's my problem. I have a huge problem. My problem is that I would rather buy shares. Just me personally. I'll leave this for the kids, for the guys out here. I'm just going to... I'm fine. I'm fine. Trust me. Cross my mind. S&P. Got to look at a company today. We're going to look at... We're at 489. We're at TAP. The company's called TAP. That's a beer company, isn't it? TAP. Molson Coors Beverage Company. Yep, that's a tap company. They've got plenty of beers. Let's see what they do. Arnold Palmer, spiked Arnold Palmer's, Blue Moon, Beck's, Corona, Cobra, Corona Extra, Coors Original, Five Trail, Heineken. All right, Miller Genuine Draft. Yeah, okay, so we're going after the beer company, a real beer company here. Let's see if GameStop's better than a beer company. They're in the S&P 500. Their market cap is trash. Trash with a capital T. Their PE ratios are complete garbage. And the reason why they're garbage, guys, this is a maxed out company. I guarantee you they carry no cash. I guarantee it to the end of time. I haven't even looked. Their price target is up to $53 a share. Awesome for them. Their dividend is paid out at 4%. That's average. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got. A company with revenue, gross profit, operating income. Interest is eating away at them for the year. They're paying on average $280 million of interest a year. That's crazy. But it's okay because they have good income. Good income, huh? Look at that income right there. Is that what we came out to? 428 for the quarter. Not a bad quarter. What was the overview on the income? $1 billion. That's pretty damn good. That's about it. So this is a maxed out company, guys. It has to be. Balance sheet. Told you. $600 million. Down 62% year over year. They had 1.6 last year. They've lost $1 billion. They're in the S&P 500. This company right here. Current assets don't even beat out current liabilities. Trash. But they're still a quality company. $13 billion shareholder equity. No cash at all. One of the worst things you're going to see here because they're completely maxed out. That's all I can tell you. $67, but they're negative on cash, period. They're trading below book value. Below book because they are a maxed out company. The bulk of their shareholder equity is going to be right here. Other intangible assets. We have to go look at that. Even minus the goodwill. What would you have? 7, 8 billion? Nah. Can't buy it. I can't buy it. It's not better than GameStop to me. It's probably good value for what it is. And there's some upside, 16% plus the 4 you get on a dividend. But that dividend of 4% is at an all-time low on the stock itself. I mean, look at this. Has to be. Yeah, see? Has to be. Look at that. I just assumed. I assumed and I got it right. So you have a peak to trough over the last 2 years, peak of $70 a share, the low of 45, 44, and you're at 45.91 right now. So you're at the low of it, and the low is 4%. If it actually went up to $70 a share, previous high, if it ever got there, I mean, what would your percentage be? 188 would be what? How many times I go into 70? Wouldn't even be there. It'd be a $2, and you'd have a $3. You have like a 2%. It'd literally be like 2%, 2 to 3%. You'd lose a whole percentage point. Yeah, no, I'm good, bros. I'm good. Yeah, I think we're beating. Remember, if you're gonna be in the S&P 500, you better beat the hell out of us. I don't think he's there. Okay, my next part about this we're going to talk about is going to be not bond portfolio right here. This is big news right here. Okay, if you're a GameStop investor, pay attention to this part right now. We're going to talk this out. I'm going to explain the warrants and how to exercise and what's really happening here. I've been wanting to catch Eve for the wifey. I have Eve. I have a lot of Eve, bro. Harry Patriot, who are they? Bin or wasp? I don't know. She's allergic. Oh, is that what it is? A wasp? She's allergic and I can't use an EpiPen because last time it caused a major episode. We found out she has POTS. Holy shit. But bro, she got stung again. Stags. Tell Rachel to live stream in the house. That Colorado is terrible place. My prayers are for you though. Honestly, for you and Rachel. Those are my biggest fans, bro. They've been around since the beginning. I've known them for 4.5 years. Real talk. Stacks got a place in my heart. I hope you do okay, Stacks. Sorry for that. I'm praying for Rachel right after the show, bro. All right. GameStop corporate warrant exercise. So people are wanting to exercise their warrants. Some people have. And right now, from what I know, Fidelity doesn't have a way to exercise. They're allowing you to trade the warrants, but they don't have a way to exercise because if you go through computer share, they're asking you for account codes and control codes. And this is how they're keeping track of what's being actually done to your account. Like, are you sending the money? The way it was announced and the way it was explained was that when you try to, let me see what it says here. I haven't seen this one. Hold on. Yeah, they came out with the risk factors. They came out with all that. Yeah. On IBKR, I just decided to try to exercise the $23 GME call, and that has not been exercised for the last few days. Surprisingly, it exercised, and I received shares and warrants instantly. Cool. Here's the jaw dropper. Yeah, we know. So here's the thing about this. When you want to go ahead and do it, it says it right here. This is what's coming up on the page, okay? Full basic warrant exercise, partial warrant exercise, which I have no idea what the hell that means. Maybe warrant partial is your holdings, holdings, and sell all my warrants, right? In order to sell all your warrants, instructions must be received 5 business days before the warrant expiration date. So if you want to sell your warrants, you might have to do it a little early. Obviously, 5 days before the expiration date, and/or exercise what you can. To exercise, contact details. Please enter your email, your daytime phone number, and confirmation email for your instructions. So they're filling out this whole platform to exercise, and people have exercised. I'm DRSing the test batch to see what's going on. He's doing that too. This guy's doing everything he can to show us what's going on as far as how to exercise the warrants. Some people are figuring it out. I don't pretend to know how to do any of this. I'm going to see how to do it when it's time. But people are trying to do it early, which would be fine. But I guess you got to do like a bank wire is what I was reading. So you got to have, obviously, your wire information, which most people do. And that conversation I got through that conversation with you guys. If you guys have any questions, keep looking at it. Keep looking for it. I shop flannels. Maybe I shouldn't. Yeah. Sold 26 at $3.79. Most profit I've ever made from this stock. Sick with it. You're here every day. You're here every day talking that bullshit. I hope you have GameStop. I really do. You're welcome for the $3, whatever somebody gave you for it. Right now they're at 301. The warrants themselves. You see it tracking down. It's running neck and neck almost with the stock. But I don't care. I have warrants there. I'm buying shares because I have the ability to buy shares at 23. So I'm very happy about that. Let's talk about the governor race. Okay, this is very personal to me, not to you guys. I know you guys probably don't care. But there's a new candidate for governor. I don't know if you guys know who she is. She might be the worst person I've ever seen in my life. But new candidate for governor in California because they anticipate Gavin Newsom's going to run for president. Her name is Katie Porter. If you guys have not seen her, prepare yourselves. I can't make this up. I don't know what world I live in when a lady like this is even up for election. She got allegedly, her and her husband got a divorce a couple years ago, and she poured boiling hot mashed potatoes on him. She's broken coffee pots. She cusses them out. She curses them out. You tell me of her attitude, if that's what you hear when you hear her. Me, I'm surprised she was ever married, but here you go.
This allegation of groomer and pedophile, it is alleging that a person is criminal somehow and engaged in criminal acts merely because of their identity, their sexual orientation, their gender identity. This allegation of groomer and pedophile.
She called groomers and pedophiles, just so that we're clear, an identity crisis. Yeah. It's their sexual orientation. Yeah, those are crimes, Katie. This is the type of person that's in the House right now. In the House, trying to run for governor. Don't worry, it gets better. She's phenomenal, bro. I love this one, this made-up story.
Tonight,
Here's a made-up story.
So
Made-up story after Trump won the election. Here's her made-up story.
So on election night, I went to pick up my daughter from water polo practice, and she's 12, and she got in the car and she was crying. And I said, did someone punch you? Like, water polo is a rough sport. I was like, did someone hit you? Did the coach yell at you? What happened? And she said, Mom, Trump won. Trump's going to win. And what if I get raped and I need to have an abortion? This is from a 12-year-old, my 12-year-old daughter. And so it was really a reminder of how scary this time is for people, and how important it is for Democrats to have strategies, both at the state level and the federal level, to make sure that we can continue to protect people's rights.
It's fucking crazy, bro. Absolutely crazy. And then she's advocating for transgender for youth, right? The medical. Now, you guys know I don't have anything against what your orientation is. Anything you want to do, I encourage you to do it. I do. But I've always said involve the parents, educate yourself on the process, and understand the risk. None of that is communicated at the middle school level. Oh, it's very disturbing. But at this next level of running a state, you want to run a state, I don't care about transgender issues at all. I don't. It doesn't even affect me. I have a cousin who is, and I have other family members that have opinions. I don't care. I care about pedophilia, yes. Children predators, yes. Groomers, yeah, all of that. I care about all of that. And I'm not dealing with it. Not with this lady. So she just did an interview, Katie Porter. I hope they have it somewhere here. I don't know if they have it here on this list. You got to see, because this kills me. This is what I'm dealing with for California, guys. We got to find her. Oh, here's the interview right here.
Who you'll need in order to win, who voted for Trump.
How would I need them in order to win, man?
Well, unless you think you're going to get 60% of the vote. You think you'll get 60%. Everybody who did not vote for Trump will vote for you. That's what you're thinking.
In a general election, yes. If it is me versus a Republican, I think that I will win the people who did not vote for Trump.
What if it's you versus another Democrat?
I don't intend that to be the case.
So how do you not intend that to be the case? Are you going to ask them not to run?
No, I'm saying I'm going to build the support. I have the support already in terms of name recognition. And so I'm going to do the very best I can to make sure that we get through this primary in a really strong position. But let me be clear with you. I represented Orange County. I represented a purple area. I have stood on my own 2 feet and won Republican votes before. That's not something every candidate in this race can say. If you're from a deep blue area, if you're from LA or you're from Oakland, you don't have an experience.
But you just said you don't need those Trump voters.
Well, you asked me if I needed them to win.
So you don't
I
think
feel like this is unnecessarily argumentative. What is your question?
The question is the same thing I asked everybody, that this is being called the empowering voters to stop Trump's power grab. Every other candidate has answered this question. This is not
Correct. And I said I support it.
So, and the question is, what do you say to the 40% of voters who voted for Trump?
Oh, I'm happy to say that. It's the do you need them to win part that I don't understand. I'm happy to answer the question as you have it written, and I'll answer it.
And we've also asked the other candidates, do you think you need any of those 40% of California voters to win? And you're saying, no, you don't.
No, I'm saying I'm going to try to win every vote I can. And what I'm saying to you is that...
Well, to those voters. Okay, so you...
I don't want to keep doing this. I'm going to call it. Okay. Thank you.
You're not going to do the interview with us?
Nope, not like this. I'm not. Not with 7 follow-ups to every single question you ask.
Every other candidate has answered.
I don't care. I don't care. I want to have a pleasant, positive conversation in which you ask me about every issue on this list. And if every question you're going to make up a follow-up question, then we're never going to get there.
Ms.
And
Porter,
we're just going to circle around.
I am an investigative
I have never
reporter.
had to do this before, ever.
You've never had to have a conversation with
to end an
reporter?
interview.
Okay, but every other candidate has done this.
What part of I'm me? I'm running for governor because I'm a leader. So I am going to make...
So you're not going to answer questions from reporters? Okay, why don't we go through? I will continue to ask follow-up questions because that's my job as a journalist, but I will go through and ask these, and if you don't want to answer, you don't want to answer. So nearly every legislative...
I don't want to have an unhappy experience with you, and I don't want this all on camera.
I don't want to have an unhappy experience with you either. I would love to continue to ask these questions so that we can show our viewers what every candidate feels about every one of these issues that they care about. and redistricting. It's a massive issue. We're going to do an entire story just on the responses to that question. And I've asked everybody the same follow-up questions.
It's amazing the lack of awareness she has when they say you need, there's 40% of Californians are Republican, and she says, well, I don't even need them. Like, you're worried about winning an election. You're not worried about 40% of your population caring about certain topics. Like, you're just dismissing 16 million people, right? And I'm ballparking numbers, maybe 20 million people, whatever the number is, but just dismissing them as if they don't matter because it's all about winning an election. I mean, you think you have the support, yet you don't have the tact or the discipline to answer questions. If you're worried about follow-up questions prior to becoming the governor, you should be worried about follow-up questions after you actually get the job. And you're showing clearly that you can't do that job. I know a guy who can't answer questions. His name's Gavin Newscomb. But that's exactly what's happening here. This woman is unbelievable.
Daughter from water polo. So on election night, I went to pick up my daughter from water polo practice, and she's 12, and she got in the car and she was crying. And I said, did someone punch you? Like, water polo is a rough sport.
Lights. I'm so sorry, but I am about to get on. Bernard, I need you to turn these off. These that are killing me. Hang on 1 second, everybody.
No, we should put the computer up on it.
Yes, we should have. Yes. Okay, everybody, I'm not that dark.
It's too dark.
That look of disappointment that you're giving, Katie Porter, just so that we're clear, the way you treat your staff is the way you treat everyone. And it's very apparent.
It's dying prematurely to air pollution and other problems, and the state could lose. Get out of my fucking shot.
I wanted to tell you that that's actually incorrect. It's not that it's electric vehicles. It's that if we don't meet the commitments under the Paris Climate Accord.
Okay, it does. Okay, you also were in my shot before that. Stay out of my shot. Okay, I'm going to start again with electric vehicles saving us money. It's dying prematurely to air pollution.
Start again with electric vehicles saving us money. I could never vote for this person, and I pray they never get the position.
Is the number one priority for the Biden White House to try to get under control right now. As you're out there in California talking to constituents during this re-election year for Congress, how does inflation compare to this newly important, in the sense of the Supreme Court decision pending, abortion issue? How do those two issues compare?
Well, I don't think they compare. I think they actually reinforce each other. So the fact that things like inflation can happen and it can become more expensive to feed your kids and to fuel your car is exactly why people need to be able to be in charge of how many mouths they're going to have to feed.
Wow. Inflation gives you the power to abort children. Huh. Yeah. Quite scary. Holy shit. Oh, this is tough for me, man. California is doomed. Because here's the best. Don't go on TV shows and radio shows. Katie Porter, I invite you to go to Adam Carolla.
I want everybody to plan. Look down the road 6 months. Yes, your husband lost his job. That's why you need to sock away some money when he's gainfully employed. Yes, they foreclosed on your home. That's why you need to have a network, a community, right. Friends, family members, money put away.
I got it, but think about it,
Don't have the kids.
Half of African Americans in the state of California, roughly half of Latino families, have no access to a checking account or an ATM. Things we take for granted. They don't have a checking account.
What's wrong with them?
And well, because they don't have the resources to sock those things away.
Why do we have them?
A lot of different reasons, but roughly half those families don't. And
why do Armenians have them?
But where they end up is in check cashing places.
But I want to know why those groups. Why
those
two groups don't have access.
Well, a lot of Just happens to be that. We can
So
talk
they're
about
flawed?
this. No, they're hardly flawed, but they're struggling.
Genetically
Folks are making
flawed.
their word. Hardly, not absolutely.
But okay,
not.
do
Absolutely
Asians have this problem?
I mean, a lot of communities have. A lot of whites have these problems.
Oh,
but
so
I just,
that's not just black and Hispanic.
No, but I'm
why did you
giving
bring up black and Hispanic?
Because the magnitude is ominous.
But why so many of them?
It just happens to be the
That's
magnitude.
the way God planned it?
Not at all.
Well, what happened to them?
There are a lot of issues, and that the communities are struggling. A lot
Why
of new
are they
immigrants.
struggling?
A lot of different reasons. Lack of
Hispanics
opportunity.
have been here. Blacks have been here
difficulties.
longer than we've been here.
Well, we can surmise.
What
all
about
that.
Asians? They were put in internment camps.
Yeah, in fact, it all initiated out at San Francisco, and
All right.
the Chinese Exclusion Act came out.
Oh, that's hilarious to me, guys.
So are they the
Progressive San
check cash?
Francisco.
Are they the check cash?
A lot of Asians certainly do.
Oh, so why don't you conclude
Because
them?
the only reason why is the magnitude
Well,
of
there's
the problem.
so many more.
The magnitude in percentage
But there's no
terms
way to figure out how that happened.
of Africa. We could talk about it. You know what I'm dealing with? I don't want to have a sociological debate. I
Sure,
want
why
to deal
would
with
you? You'd have,
No, here's why.
Why would you want to do that? Because the person from the Times wouldn't write good things about you if
God,
you did that.
No, that's not the case because I
You
want to
don't
deal
wanna
with
get into
reality.
that.
No.
You want to deal with reality.
I want to
can
deal
tell
with
you
the
what
reality of
reality
people
is.
that are struggling. People are suffering. I want to deal with the problems in
Why
a pragmatic
are they
way.
struggling
I don't
and
want
suffering?
an idea. We can hold hands and surmise about all these
Why
underlying
are they?
reasons.
I don't want to do that.
but
I want to know why
focus
they're
on the
struggling.
challenge.
Why are they struggling?
A lot of folks are struggling because they can't find
Why
jobs.
blacks and
because
Hispanics?
they're working.
Why blacks and Hispanics?
Across the board, all
Why?
socioeconomic.
Okay, so everybody is.
Everybody's struggling.
So Asians are suffering just as much as blacks.
The face of welfare is not an African American family.
So it's Asian, Jewish, it's all of them.
Caucasian. It's
Okay,
a lot of
so
folks
we're all
in society.
struggling.
A lot of folks are struggling.
Okay.
For more of Adam Carolla,
There you
go
go.
to adamcarolla.com.
That's why you don't want to go on the show, bro. Okay? You don't want to go on people's shows because they just start asking questions. Katie, Gavin took the questions and just smiled. You want to be governor? Yeah. I like this. I don't want to listen to Pam Bondi, but I want to tell you, I don't agree with this administration to a point about Antifa. And I'll explain my reasoning for that right now, like my parting words to the bullshit. One, I don't like all the talk, right? I'm a results type of guy. Like if you're gonna tell me you're gonna arrest some people and follow the money and expose and Doge, and I need to see cuffs and cuffs. I need to see Department of Justice start working. But Pam Bondi says, we're gonna go after Antifa and the funding of it and all that. And I don't think they understand. Antifa's not an organization; it's an ideology. And that's the biggest thing I need people to pull away from this is MAGA is an ideology. It make America great again. You can't shut it down. You can't call a CEO. You can't follow money. It's people's identity. Antifa's no different. For you guys to say that we're going to have this massive terrorist organization called Antifa, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's an ideology. It's people. You don't like their ideas. You don't like the way they feel about stuff. Okay, that's fine. You can put people in jail. We can lock up, I guess, these trucks, bringing out bricks to your spot. But you know what? For me, no. You got to miss me with the domestic. I'm telling you right now, guys, me realizing there's two different administrations from before. This is the 2016 Trump is totally different from the 2024. Totally different. And somebody said, Marantz, we're viewing Dem's interview today. Yeah, Marantz, you don't agree with President Trump. See, that's a person, Roberto Gamma. I probably like President Trump and what he stands for, personally. But the business side of it, absolutely not. Remember, I can't be bought. There's a big difference. Hiring Benjamin Black to be the CEO of your international development, economic, whatever, the DEF, that told me everything I had to see. But I'm the biggest supporter of my president. Period. I'm the biggest supporter. Doesn't mean I can't criticize what they're doing. I don't like, I'll give you one. I give you this plain as day, and I don't give a shit. I'll come out and say it. I go, excuse me, why was the Charlie Kirk Memorial, why was it just TPUSA employees and politicians? That's it. It was a display for a display. I mean, it wasn't for Charlie. No one's asking questions a month later. It's been a month, guys. And no one's asking the questions that we ask? Nope. It tells me a lot about people when you can't question people based off of their actions. You know why I don't question Ryan Cohen? You guys ever, like, I've seen, like, YouTubers and TikTokers and investors, and I can question my leadership. No, you can't. Because they're doing what's best for themselves, and they just happen to be the same investor that you are. You see, if Donald Trump was doing the best thing for me as an American, well, then I'd be like, oh, dude, I got you. I support you, Mr. Trump. You're doing the best thing for you, though. Partnerships, and I'm telling you, foreign policy matters to me. How we're viewed across the sea matters to me. I've been deployed overseas, and I'm going to tell you how unfriendly it is for Americans, how unsafe it is. They tell you got to put your stuff in the front of your pockets. You can't wear any apparel that shows that you are American. You have to blend in with the crowd. If you don't believe it, you ever been to the Middle East? You ever been to Asia? Check it out. I'm just telling you the truth. And the truth hurts a lot of people. But when you follow the money and you follow the bending of rules, then you'll understand what side I'm on. I'm on GameStop's side, guys. GameStop's going to beat this whole market. All these guys. But yeah, no, I don't like that my boy Donald Trump hired Bill Pulte. I don't like that he hired Benjamin Black. And I don't like the setup that happened for Charlie Kirk. To eliminate Charlie Kirk, to amplify his message and his following. And now it's being eulogized and utilized after the fact. I don't like it. It's a bad taste in my mouth because I know it. I know what I know. I know about private equity, and I know the influence it has on what we consume as a culture. And if you're going to deny it, then you won't have a voice and you don't have an opinion. If we're just going to be mummies walking around, that's what we are. Honestly, guys, I vote Republican because I believe in a lot of Republican things. But when you put the person in front of me, I'll question you all day. I don't have a problem doing that. Not at all. You guys weren't with me on election cycle. You guys been with me for 4.5 years. You guys went through a whole Biden campaign. Guess what? I don't like Biden. I hated the left, what they stand for, what they do, and how they do it. They manipulate. But when it comes to business, they're terrible at it. That's it. They're terrible at it for my pocket, for my lifestyle. Terrible. Okay, well, now I'm here and I'm watching Trump do his thing. And, I'm in a different world. I'm in an investment world. Well, guess what's going to be valuable for me? For this market to crash, for this market to stop lying to itself, for the government to stay out of Intel, to stay out of Trilogy Metals. You're pumping your best friend's companies and or their investments. That's ridiculous. What I saw happen this week with Trilogy Metals put such a sour taste in my mouth. We're over here pumping a John Paulson investment to the end of the world because John Paulson raised $50 million for your campaign. That's what we're doing. We're paying them back with an 8-figure payment or a 9-figure payment. That's what we're doing. This is the ultimate kickback, but this is a problem for me. And you would feel the same way if your politicians, your local politicians, were investing money into companies that they're in turn pumping via some agreement that they made in the back room. They're on the same committees that are pledging money to these companies, but they made the investment a month before. Like, you would feel it. That's how I feel. I feel cheated and jaded on these, and they have no effect on me monetarily. It's just principle, though. It's just the way I am. So, you guys can hate me for it. You guys can be like, "Oh, Moran, I can't believe you." No, I vote for Trump. I campaign for Trump. I do everything I can for the man. Hold up your promises, dude. Go after these sons of bitches. Do it the right way. Don't do what they did to you. I have 5 computer share accounts. I have received 3 account numbers and control codes, but 2 not yet received. I am in no rush to exercise, so I will call computer share them in the next few weeks. Yep. Liking any politician sets you up to be disappointed. Freedom is what I value. Dan D, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. But I still like Trump. Don't get me wrong. I still like him. I still like the way he walks, the way he talks, and what he stands for. Because it's the most American thing ever. Ever. There's never been a president more American than Donald Trump. Whether that's neglect, conspiracy, theft, embezzlement, I don't care. He is the most American symbol that I could think of. But I will tell you, I'm gonna criticize because that's what my job is as a citizen. And that's it. Jared Kushner still just hanging around? No bueno. Yeah, he's married to the family, bro, and he's invested. But there you go. Anyway, I got to do some shit. I'm gonna go live my life. I actually have a huge meeting right now, and in an hour and a half, I got to get ready for it. I gotta go. Be Superman, Batman, change it up. But this one might change the world, huh? Endgame. Am I funny to you, bro? Yeah? It sucks, I know, because people try to figure me out, try to paint me a certain way, and they go, wait a minute, he's tolerant. Oh, he actually has a heart. Wait a minute, he's not a bigot. Oh, he's not an ass. Yeah. Wait a minute, he loves all people and all things? Shit, that's new to me. No, I still don't like AMC investors. I still don't like Bed Bath & Beyond investors, and I never will. Because I know what you did to me. And I'll never forgive you. I'm not Eric Kirk, bro. Okay? That young man. Who? Who killed Charlie Kirk? That's the question. Stop forgiving people if you don't even know they did it, bro. Shit. I said it. All right. Well, I got to get going. Appreciate you guys. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. That's the show. Finding more reasons to watch the show. Hopefully I gave you some. All right, guys. Take care. Much love. I'll see you around. Maybe I go live tonight. I doubt it. Yeah, thank you for the luck, man. It's all about skill, baby. Ain't no luck involved. Let's get it. Peace. But thank you. And pray for Rachel, guys. She got stung by a bee. Okay? Rachel's the real one. She keeps stacks upright. Let's go. Maybe it's the other way around. Who knows? You never know.